Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to Let's Play Nioh. Last time we beat Saratobi Sasuke, one of Yukimura Sanada's 10 Braves. We've since moved on to the final mission, the Scion of Virtue. And... ooh, we're gonna sneak attack this guy. I think if I angle him towards the torch, I'll do a little extra fire damage to him. Yeah! Using the environmental hazards to our advantage. Coming up, something that we have seen before, which are the pressure plates, along with all the ninjas hidden underground down here. Something that we have not seen before is a little pupper sneak right under the fire trap. Yeah, they can low profile the arrows set off by the pressure plates. Occasionally, I have seen them, like, I guess at the top of their gate, get glanced by one of the arrows, but normally they skate right under. Also, that's a new type of slime that we just dispensed with really quickly. We go into high stance for the Namahage coming up out here. Oh, right, that's right. I think I accidentally cleared him out. Oh, well, we still got this dude with a hand cannon. It just means that I don't have to expend any extra rifle ammunition. Because normally what I would do is I would shoot this guy before popping the Namahage, then go do my normal thing, my my high stance heavy attacks, break the horn, so on and so forth. Let's see if we can get the popper. Oh, even better. He's coming right down. He didn't even have to take the long way. Oh, his master came down with him. So it's not really a net gain. Still, we got done dealing with the doggo before the Raku... what were they called? Rakuro Kubis? Roku Rakubis, something like that. Before the snacks. Good engage. Now there is a small corridor to the left behind this body where there is a Namahage waiting. We don't actually have any need to pop that, so instead we're going to engage with what is essentially one of 9 mini-bosses. Oh, also there's a cave down on the ground level. It terminates at a dead end pretty quick, and all that's down there is a revenant. We're going to keep just trying to overwhelm this dude. I might want to pop this moment talisman. Good, it did have the range to hit. The moment talisman for Enko, we'll just pop him right off his feet, let you get a finishing blow on him, which is super handy because it's one of the biggest sources of damage I actually have against these guys. Short of the long process of breaking their stamina down. So this is part of this mission's really cool idea. I think the idea is cool enough to make up for, I have to be careful not to, like, pop him back into the cave with the Namahage waiting. Just smacking him towards it. I think it's cool enough to make up for the execution being a little on the uninspired side, I would say. This mission contains 9 of those, as I said, and they are 9 of Sanada Yukimura's 10 Braves. Remember, Saratobi Sasuke was technically the first of the 10 Braves, and we beat him as the boss of the last mission. So we just run through the remaining 9 in this one. It's a good idea, but on the other hand, in practice, they really are just super beefy revenants who block like motherfuckers. Plus, I'm level, what, 122 or something like that? Might be up to 127. This mission is tuned for like level 180 or 200, meaning anything that touches me, I'm basically toast. And I have to work that much harder for kills. But we've spent most of the base game, especially the latter half of it, the last DLC, and this one, just getting progressively more underleveled for the content, so We're used to the struggle. We're used to the grind. So out here in this courtyard, any patrolling doggos that we find, if we catch their attention, they will let out that demonic sounding howl, and that will alert everyone in the area. So this part kind of functions as a stealth mission. The only thing that the dog could alert, though, were the riflemen waiting up here. Oh, you're not the one I wanted to catch. Come on now. Come on. There we go. Oh, and that killed the other one outright, so I can, if I'm fast enough... Nah, he'll get up. I'll still get, like, follow-up hits on him. Just not the finishing blow. Can't get up the ladder that fast. William can't scurry his ass on up there that quickly. Oh, we got a hand cannon in return. Divine one. It's probably decent. Probably not bad. So I think we'll clear this house. We might be able to pop out the back. And flank some of the enemies to the north from behind. Unless this doesn't open up. Nope. It doesn't open from this side. Run into a few of those so far. Oh, and we could juke the dog. Yeah. This guy, even though he sees us, he does not have, like, a horn or anything. He has no means to alert all the other guards in the area. It's just the dog you have to worry about if you're trying to stealth this. Having a little bit of success doing that, too. I think we're... Oh, no, we want that guy, so... Oh, let's pass by the dog. 2 ships pass in the night. Yeah. Okay, there we go. No! Just barely. I'm still gonna get the kill on him pretty easily, I think. Oh, the dog's throwing kunai, so I will throw my own. He's accompanied by another one that I forgot about. Oh, and that guy has an Odachi. Even super basic enemies can just smoke me. Let me bring around the Rosie to get the dog. Now we just have the guy with the Odachi one-on-one, which will be super easy. You are a little beefy, aren't you? But he is not one of the 10 Braves. We have 8 more of those left in this mission. I think 2 or 3 of them are in this general area. First, let's pop up here. Believe we can at least open some stuff up. Or at least get some loot drops. Keeping an eye out for a particular accessory. Which is not a guaranteed drop. I was trying to cut, like, to that corner a little bit. But he still had line of sight on me nonetheless. You know what? I almost mistook that for a mimic chest. We have not seen a mimic in this whole DLC yet, have we? Okay, here's the next Brave. This one is much harder because he has an actually astounding amount of ki. So overwhelming hit? Oh god. He's wasting my moment talismans too, which is bad news. I guess if worst comes to worst, I can just get some refillable Guardian Spirit talismans from the Omnio Magic Tree. Plan B though. Oh, shit. At least he's burning. It's not gonna do the whole job, but it'll get him down to about 40% on its own. At least he did not dodge that one. Like, the amount of ki he has is absurd. It's not really viable for me to run him out of ki. I do have some other tricks up my sleeve for them. Like, if he kept dodging the moment talismans, I guess there is one viable way to run him out of ki, and it's the leeching talismans that slow their ki recovery down. Right, this Tonfa's fire enchanted. Whoops. I can't believe how bad that almost went. Like, especially as I'm just dodging frantically into the corner while he slowly swung his pickaxe. Thank God for even small amounts of invincibility frames. Ninja, or that's a mimic chest. I'm gonna deal with the ninja first, in case I mess the gesture up and wind up having to fight the mimic. This way it's a guarantee that I won't have an ad if I do that. Alright, I'm a little rusty on this. It's been a long time, but I don't know. It's not a test of dexterity, so rust shouldn't factor in. You're taking a second. What's up? Oh, he bugged out. That was almost very uncool. Oh, hello. Shouldn't be too many for you to call in. Oh, shit. There's one that matters, though. He called one of the Braves in. I forgot there was one just there. I thought the next one was the one inside the tent coming up. Okay, we have a problem. That's not safe to take that finishing blow. That one does not have iframes. The grapple that you do when they're standing up does. Luckily, they are not the most aggressive. This I can take. Yeah, it's like Leon's front kick in the suplex in RE4. Complete iframes on that. Okay, I think this guy's a little bit slower. He's a little easier to hit with the moment talismans, and he's a little bit easier to overwhelm too. There we go. Yeah, he didn't put up nearly as much of a struggle as the last one. Okay, so I know we have at least one more inside that tent. And from here, if we hang a left, I think we can open a path up. A little shortcut. First, we need to stop this guy from shooting us. Yeah, we can even see one of the Braves down there. So we have 3 down, 5 more to go. Sorry, no, 6 more to go. I can't count. And we'll also pick up another Kodama right here. Ooh, before I drop him back down for some stuff that I missed. Lacquer and Kyakudamas. Not the most exciting pickups. I'm still trying to keep an eye out for that one accessory. Am I gonna get this? I pressed a little bit too hard on the analog stick and William just sprinted for a split second. So I just had to commit to it. Nah, that's not it. Oh, that's the same hand cannon that we got before. And, importantly, explosive rounds. I wind up using a lot of ammunition in this mission, so not entirely unwelcome. For instance, right here, we're gonna pop that dude like a grape. Oh! Nice! Okay, plan B. Ah, shit. Am I even gonna get one guard break in? Yeah, I am gonna get the one. This is still okay. What happened there? That didn't do final blow damage. It's like it didn't connect. Okay, we have a real fight. This dude's a Kusarigama user. There are 2 or 3 Kusarigama using Braves. They are the tougher ones. Oh, no! The Kusarigama is my favorite weapon. Why do I not know better than to go straight back? Alright, same as before. We pop him. Come on in. This is a nice open area to fight him. And even though on respawn I didn't... That's what I have to watch out for. Even though I didn't clear all the ads patrolling the rest of the place, they won't really aggro inside of this tent. Even though they can hear the scuffle going on inside. So we can just keep this up, keep pressure on him. Just watch out for that one thing that I should know better than to roll straight back against. That's reasonable damage, considering how much he blocks and how much individual hits do, or how little. I can't chain them into combos. So we just have to keep that up. I think the next Kusarigama user that we will fight will be a little bit more of a problem. Trying not to use the moment talismans against him. I might pop one, depending on how I'm feeling, but this should be okay. I don't have too many of them left, and there's still a lot of Braves left to go. Now, there was a key ring in the chest in that tent, which I opened up on a failed attempt. But know that we have the key ring now. This door that we just passed on the left is not open yet. That will be a shortcut once we advance a little bit further. And now that we've cleared out everything out here, I'm taking a quick little pass around. We're gonna fight these guys again. That's fine. I just want to double check and make sure I didn't miss too much. There is a well behind the tent on the far side from where we are now. We're gonna take a journey down into the well. And y'all are nothing compared to the Braves. Makes the rest of the mission feel relatively tame by comparison. After the Siege of Osaka, the level that we were just in, this really does feel like a lackluster level in comparison. It's not that bombastic, it's not climactic feeling, even though it is the last mission of the DLC, the last main one. So they didn't add much in the way of new main mission levels. The main additions, aside from the Tonfas, the 2 new levels, the 2 new bosses, I think the 2, it might be 3 Guardian Spirits. They added Way of the Wise, I think, another new difficulty, and a new classification, a new rarity of weapons, ethereal weapons. This guy is a problem. He is a way more ninjutsu focused Kusarigama Brave. Oh, the paralysis. The same way I died last time, I think. Luckily, there's the shrine right next to this one. I don't know why I thought we had already hit the next shrine. Feeling a little out of it, to be honest. That's not why I died, it's why I said a dumb thing. Nah, I died because I made a pretty stupid error. But we have him up against the wall, which is a super ideal place for the Braves. You're trying to just go ham and overwhelm them and break their guards over and over and over. Come on. That is the leeching talisman. No, wait. Oh, I've always... Lifesteal. Leeching talisman is like power within in Dark Souls. It drains your HP gradually, but it gives you a very high AR boost. Life Drain Talisman. I hope I have those right and I'm not mixing them up. The talisman that I applied to him causes him to recover less ki. Now, I heard my doorbell ring in the middle of that fight, so I'm gonna go see if somebody is still waiting at my door. Alright, so that was UPS. And instead of dropping my package on my porch or between the screen door and the front door, he almost just walked away with my new camera lens. I don't know why, because there's no signature necessary for the delivery. But I do have my new camera lens. It's safe and sound. It's an f1.8 35mm prime, which I got because I think my newer macro lens is, I think it tops out around like f3, maybe 3.2 or something. And I wanted something with a slightly wider aperture just for some of the less ideal lighting situations I come up with pretty often going to tournaments and cons. So I don't have to sacrifice the shutter speed for nicer exposure in dark settings anymore, or kick the ISO up too high. So hopefully this works out. I have to field test this thing. Wow, we got into such a sticky situation down here. This is one of the more dangerous Braves, too. This guy is a complete badass. The Odachi-wielding Brave. Ooh, and yeah, that is why he is a badass. He really uses some of the best parts of the Odachi moveset. Just comes off as a tank. He's so cool. One of the cooler ones to fight. Okay, I think we pretty much have it. Ah, he's gonna dodge that. That's fine. Is he? Nah, just barely. Oh, we did push him onto the caltrips. We also want to watch where we push him back to, because there's a Neurokabe in that room, and I think there's an open room with a couple of slimes on the ceiling. Not 100% sure about that. I think we might have to open up a door with the keychain. Okay, you don't like hostile behavior. How about friendly? Not a big fan of friendly behavior either. Cool, so we're not fighting yet another Neurokabe. There is a hot spring down here. And yeah, we will feel free to just heal up a little bit, get that regeneration buff on us. In our immediate future, we don't have anything too dangerous. There's this room with two corpse slimes. We want to push him towards this wall so we don't wind up getting backed up and dropping the other slime on our heads. Having two at once to deal with. Aside from that, we're pretty much fine. I did swap out some talismans. So we essentially have unlimited moment talismans now. That's not going to be a concern going forward. We still have the life-draining talismans. And, oh! I've never seen a cabin in this room before. And in a second, I'm not going to be seeing this one in here. Oh, we did get at least one divine accessory. Oh, another too. Finally starting to get those rolling in. Until recently, I actually did not have any divine accessories. Oh, no, I'm backtracking. So there should still be this on the right, which is going to lead to a shortcut where we kick the ladder down. You saw the ladder hoisted up earlier. And this is a Rakurakubi. I think just ahead of this guy is a Namahage. So again, we want to be careful about where we're fighting and where we're facing. Like, where we push him back to. So we don't accidentally end up in a very small space fighting two dangerous enemies. Two tanky, dangerous enemies. I would prefer not to have to pop living weapon against anything that's not a brave in this mission. So we're going to do our best to deal with the Namahage without that. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But you never know with these guys. That's a great opening. I love those decisive attacks that the Namahages take. They have the ones where you can clearly tell that their combo is over. And then sometimes they have the really delayed combos where they're just holding back for like 2 whole seconds before they start the second or the third or the fourth swing in the combo. Those are the ones that make those so annoying to fight. But like the really, really long recovery single strikes, really great opening to hit the horns. Now we're back outside. And we're going to find all of the remaining Braves out here. I think one of those Braves is this guy patrolling down the walkway. I think we can't even pull him. Oh, that's going to hit. Yep, right between the shoulder blades. Which you would think would hurt more, but no. Oh, come on, get a little bit closer. Maybe we can backstab him. Nah. He walked forward too quickly. Ooh! Giant bomb disperses into many tiny bombs. And they will absolutely light you on fire if they connect. So here we have a Brave who is... Oh, gonna get clipped by that. Wielding Tonfa. Which can be extremely dangerous in the hands of really tanky AI. Especially AI with a lot of poise. But since he's spending a lot of time blocking, the poise doesn't really come into effect that much. And a flurry of different conflicting emotions right there. Thought it was going wrong. Then I realized I had it under control. Still, we don't want to take chances. And we can afford to burn these now that we're not limited. And once you deal with these guys, they stay down for the whole mission. So even if we die now, we at least don't have to worry about clearing the Tonfa Brave or any of the other ones. We will get you without getting noticed by the dog patrolling. We still do have to worry about the stealth dogs, or the stealth breaking dogs. Yeah, you did call someone, I'm not sure from where. I think it might just be some riflemen again. Yep, just the ones on the balcony. Which, if they get alerted, that's totally fine. We're going to grab the Kodama down here. I think we are on track to get all of them except one in this mission. I believe there are 6 in total. We should have 5 by the end. Thought he was going to shoot me as soon as the door popped open. We do have 2 of these guys, so let's do some blind dodging. It's always a fun feeling when you're fighting 2 snipers who are spaced just a little ways apart. Having to blind dodge projectiles. It's super fun. Now there's an Axeman. Oh god, the Axeman! It's been too long since I thought about Axeman. Not much of a reward, I think. It's okay. Now we're going to check the other side, and then we'll double back. I think that might be the best way to do this. Okay, we don't have to kick that down. Dun 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 dun. And nailed it. He is not a brave, as you can see from his health and the fact that he is already dead. A lot of divine drops, not the ones that I want though. You know what, we don't actually have to go back to open that shortcut up. It's not really of value to us. This is the second to last one, I think. There should be one more inside the tent coming up. This guy we have to watch. He will more or less be able to one-shot me. Using the special attack of the living weapon, which is more or less just the moment talisman effect where Enko himself pops out, causes a geyser to spout up. That trips him. It's essentially 3 moment talismans, since I noticed that I wasn't getting much done anyway, with just regular attacks in living weapon mode. Bitch, you're already kneeling to me! You are literally kneeling and you're gone. I won't kneel to you, as I'm on my knees. Out of here with that shit. And we have our final shrine. We have one more shortcut to open up, one which will be really useful, actually. Even though it's not that far away, and the boss run is not a huge distance to cover. But the boss is particularly tough, so we might need that shortcut and that shortened time of the run back. Just a little bit. Might come in handy. So we're gonna go around the outside of the tent. Once again, let's switch over to the rifle. Pop this dude with a good ammo. Never saw it coming. And then deal with the final brave. Oh my god, he even got juggled a little bit in the air by the extra flame. That's ballsy, enchanting the weapon right in front of me. Ooh! Nice. It does more damage than the regular final blow. Even though I think it might be a net gain to get this, because the follow-up combo to the back. And that's that. Now we just have to go open up the shortcut, and we'll be good to go for a very tough, but also kind of shitty boss. Oh, I'll have plenty of time. Forgot about you, dog. Goddamn. Final ambush. Single pupper. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh yeah, and one more Kodama. Yeah, I think we are just missing the one. Which I can't for the life of me remember where it might be. The boss is behind me on the right. But first, we're going to open up this shortcut that we saw just a few minutes ago. And now onwards to Yukimura Sanada.
サスケを退けるとは十津国の侍安心が噂まことであったか
Maria's around here somewhere.
マリア殿にはお引き取り願った。信ずる者が違うのでな。わしは関ヶ原に散った父に倣い、自らの義を貫く。ここは戦の要。真田丸は落とさせぬ。
Alright, now this guy is a rare combo of extremely tough, but also very boring, and very uninspired. Ah, right, I forgot he has huge poise. That was too greedy. That was way too greedy. I'm gonna go and guess that's gonna be the first of many deaths. So Sanada has the same problem that a lot of Nioh bosses do, especially the humanoid dudes, in that they are just, again, beefy revenants with boss health bars. This guy does a few things to set him apart from just being a revenant, like he has the living weapon, which he lives most of his life in. Does not regenerate stamina while he is in living weapon form, so if you're fleet of foot, you can drain that on out of him. Gotta watch for the burning. Burning! Fuck, 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 fuck. So he's mostly just extremely aggressive, very tanky. He has infinite poise. His combos have very small gaps, and almost all of his attacks hit behind him, like 360 degrees around him. Not quite that much, it's like 300 degrees of coverage or something with some of those swings. It's good. So he's extremely difficult, but he's also so fucking boring of a design and a fight. We can also use the moment talismans to not only get him on the ground for some final blow damage, it also knocks him out of his living in weapon enchantment, which can be very handy to take a little bit of pressure off. He does gain a few things, and the fight ramps up over time. Like you notice, he started doing that ground smash. He did it at least once. He chained his stinger back to back. He can charge his gun up more. He now has a command grab he has access to in the fire living weapon form. And around half health, he has the option to go into this living weapon, the wind version, where he's quite a bit different. This is probably the best part of the fight, is when he is in this mode. It's also the most frantic and difficult part of the fight, because he can chip you down so easily. It's really easy for a lot of his attacks to connect. Yikes. Holy shit. So he's not the worst boss in Nioh, but man, it's also not a super climactic way to end this DLC. Although I gotta say, the framing of that was nice. Him hoist up in the air against, backlit against the sunset. There's tension while you're fighting him because he's so hard. But like, man, I wish there was more going on with him. Because we've seen so many bosses and so many enemies like him. I'm still burning, but that's recurrent damage I can take. I think it's time to go for it pretty soon. Juggled him on the way down. Did a little stepping stool combo. Not getting the damage I want. Well, that's gonna have to do. Want him to jump at me ideally, because it's a really good time to moment talisman him. Woo! Woo! Getting toasty. So this is not gonna be the prettiest or flashiest or cleanest kill, but I'll take it. That took like 4 or 5 tries.
見事じゃ。表裏秘境の者と呼ばれながら信ずる義を貫いた父正行は九度山で果てた。わしは豊臣の義をなすために大阪へ参ったが、あの方は変わってしまわれたのだろうか。いや、わしも父のように自ら信ずる義を貫くのみ。真田の旗印は六文銭。三途の川を渡る心づもりはできておる。この首手柄にするといい。
Where's Maria?
You just can't keep away from me, can you? あの女王、あなたと違って話のわかる人だったわ。
あの方に会ったのか。
じゃと雪村の首逃したか。よど耳。
こたびは仕切り直しじゃ。エスパーニャの女が集める霊石の力あれば、そなたの討ち必ずや勝とう。のう、秀頼。
Alright, and with that, we are done with the winter campaign of the Siege of Osaka and Nioh's second DLC, Defiant Honor. We still have one more, so again, this is not the finale of Nioh. I will see you guys, I guess in a few months when this drops, when this third DLC drops. Thanks for watching, take it easy, have a good one, y'all.